Hi everyone, hi, what's up? What's going on? So, welcome back to Juju Crochets. My name is Juliet, and today I'm going to show you how I made this very nice crochet top with large sleeves. Look at that. Yeah, so tune in. So these are the requirements. We are using this size small yarn, 50 grams, then I'll be double stranding, and then the scissors, 4mm hook, crochet hook, and a tape measure if you are working on someone else's project or you just want to measure. So guys, this is like the rough idea of the top that I want to make, and I don't know if it's going to fit, but so we have like the back panel. I'm going to do them in panels from like in parts. So I'm going to start with the front part, no, the back panel. This is the back panel. I think it will just be like straight. So this height here will be 14 inches. I want it to be cropped top, 14 inches, and then this side I'll figure out. I'm not sure. Let me check. Let me measure myself and oh, so this side I have checked and I want it to be 13 inches. So this side is 14 inches, 13 inches. So we're going to start with that part, and then we'll figure out how to do the frontal part, because the front part will be something like this. So we'll be working across, like from this point going this way. So we will start with the 14 inches. The foundation chain should be 14 inches. So because the skirt that we are going to use, we're going to match it up with is I used the lemon peel stitch. So it means that the top is going to be lemon peeled. So we're going to start with the foundation chain, right? So you're going to make a slip knot and then chain. So you grab your yarn and pull up a loop, that is chaining. So let's chain the foundation chain that we want. So mine is 14 inches and you will chain yours according to your measurements, okay, or on the sides. Remember, we are working across. Remember, the lemon peel stitch, we should use an odd number or an even number plus 1. So that is the same as, is just the same as the odd number. So I tried making it 60 and it passed the 14th mark. So if it's 60, it means that I'll go to 61 and then it passes the 14th mark. So I have made it 59. So I'm going to work with 59, okay? So this is chain 59. So what we're going to do, we're just going to begin from the 58th chain. So we have 59 here, and then in the 58th chain we are going to make a single crochet. So to make a single crochet, you insert your hook inside the stitch, pull up this loop, and then you have 2 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So that's our first single crochet, and then next we are doing a double crochet. So because we are alternating between single crochets and double crochets, so to make a double crochet, you yarn over on the hook and then insert your hook inside the stitch, the second stitch, and then pull up this loop. So we have 1 2 3, and then yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. So that's a double crochet. So let's repeat. Insert your hook, bring up this loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 single crochet, and then yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's a double crochet, and that is exactly what we're going to do the whole of this row. So you're going to continue, and let's meet at the end of this row. So we are almost done with the first row. So I'm left with the 2 stitches. So I'm going to make a single crochet, and remember you should always end with a double crochet when you're using the lemon peel stitch and you're working in rows. Okay, so we're moving to the next row. So that is chain 1, turn your work, and always start with a single crochet just like we started. So you're going to start with a single crochet and then continue with a double crochet, a single crochet and a double crochet. So when you worked on a single crochet in the previous row, now you're working on a double crochet. So we have a double crochet here, and now we are working a single crochet. So that's basically it. So I'm going to make more rows until I reach 13 inches. So remember, so this is like where I have started, right? So we are going this way. This is the shoulders going across to the other part of the shoulder, like this point here. So I'm going to work until I reach this 13 inches. I'm almost at the end of the second row, so I'm going to just go in here and make a single crochet, and then go in here and make a double crochet. So that row is done, and we're going to chain 1, start with a single crochet as usual, and continue. So guys, I just realized that I did not show you guys the number of rows that I made on the back panel. So they are 22 when you are counting this way. You see these hips here, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, so they are 22 while counting that way, but in actual they are 44 rows and 13 inches, as you can see from here. Okay, so now moving to the front panel, we're going to start all the same way that we started the back panel. So we're just going to chain 59 again. So this is 59, and then we're going to start from the 58th. So this is our first stitch. We're going to make a single crochet, a double, single crochet, double crochet, and continue. Finish off, this is a single crochet, and finish off with a double crochet just like we did in the other one, and then chain 1 and make a single crochet, a double, and continue with the same pattern. So this is the second row done. Now we're going to move to, I'm going to move to 4 more rows. So this is 1 2 3 4. So I'm going to do 2 more rows, and this is the 4th row. So this is I've done 4 rows. Now I am going to count the stitches up to the 8th inch. This is where I want mine to reach from the shoulders. This is like from the shoulders to the near the boobs. So I'm going to count the stitches and make sure that it is an odd number, right? So this is 8 inches exact, and this is 33, the 33 stitch from this point here. So I'm going to use 33 because it's an odd number, and I'm just going to begin and stop at this point. So we're going to just move the same way. So we have 1, chain 1, and then start with a single crochet and continue doing the lemon peel stitches. So I'm going to work until I reach somewhere here, and then I show you what to do. So I'm almost reaching my stitch marker. So that's a double crochet, a single crochet, a double crochet, and then a single crochet here. So this is our stitch marker here, and we're going to remove it. So this will be okay. We are supposed to be ending with a double crochet, but here at 33 we're going to end with a single crochet. So I'm just going to move forward and finish with that double crochet so that we can align with the lemon peel stitch. So moving forward, I'm just going to chain one and continue the same way that I was doing. Now from this part, we're just going to create a number of rows. I'll continue with mine and then I'll let you know how many rows I have gone. So guys, this is how it looks like. Now you see we are not moving all the way up here, we'll be working from this point. So I have counted the stitches and realized that it's not an odd number, it's 34. So I don't know what happened, but I think that's it. So it's 34, and then the lemon peel stitch still remains the same. So I don't know how it works, but that is what we're going to use. So that is chain 34, and I'm going to move forward with the rest of the rows. Hi guys, hi. So I have been sick and I paused a little bit on this project, but now I am back again and we are continuing with the project. So I have gone ahead and made the front panel of this top, and this is where we have reached. So this back panel, the back panel had 22 rows, but in actual it's 44 rows, so it's 22 when you're counting this way. Let me show you. Yes, so you can see these hips here. So when you count, this one is like 1 2 3 4, but I am counting this way, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. So while counting that way, it is 22. So with this one I have reached 20. So that means I'm only left with like 4 rows or 2 rows. So 4 rows, I'm only left with this part here, so which is supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be the same as here. So what I mean is it should be this way, and then this other end should go all the way up here. So this side was 24 stitches, right? So what we're going to do at this point here, I am supposed to be going this way, but we want to make this other part to look like this one, right? And then make 4 rows. So what we're going to do, so at the end here we finished with a double crochet. So what we're going to do, we're going to chain 24 because this side was 24. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 2 23 24. So that's chain 24. We're going to chain one more and then start making alternating between single crochets and double crochet. So let me continue until I reach this point here and then show you. So now I am almost done with this row and I'm left with only one. This is only one stitch which I am supposed to make a double crochet. So now we are done with that part, and then we are moving to the lower part of this top. So here we're going to go into the stitches and continue. So this is a single crochet, a double crochet. So remember, after chaining 24 you're going to add one more, so that is 25, and then in the 24th chain is where you're going to start with the single crochet and continue, such that there will not be any misalignment here because of the alternating of single crochets and double crochet. So I hope that you have understood that. Now I'm going to make 4 rows. Here we have 4 rows, so I'm going to continue up and down and make 4 rows such that it will be same as this one. So I just wanted to show you how I make this part. So guys, this is how it looks like. So you can see the upper part. This is how it looks like. So this top is actually very adjustable. Like right now I feel like these two parts, this part in here, I feel like I should have just started like somewhere here, like adding 2 more rows, so that it is like starting from somewhere here. It looks too huge, so I don't know if I can do something about it. So we're going to move to the weaving in part, and then we move to the sleeves. So we're going to find the right side of the top and place it on the inside. So this is where I started, right? So as you can see here, this is my right side, so this is the wrong side, right? So we want the wrong side on the upper side because we want to weave this part, these two sides, and then also weave in this part here, these small parts here. Yeah, so this is the wrong side. Let's also find the wrong side of the back panel. So this is the right side. This is my right side. It is going to be on the top side, and then this is going to be this way. So the right side is facing each other. As you can see, this is my right side and this is my right side, and it's going to be this way. So now I am weaving in this part up here. So we're going to make a slip knot. So that's a slip knot, right? And then we are going to pull up this loop up here, and we want to like weave in these parts. So you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to make single crochets. So we're going to weave in this part using single crochets. So that's how it looks like. Yeah, right. And then the last part of it. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. And then we move on this other side. That's how it looks like. We have joined these two parts, and now we are moving down here to join here the same way that we have joined here with single crochets, right? So you need to leave an allowance for the sleeves area. So I don't know how many, let me check. So mine I'm going to leave like 7 inches. So let's see, so this is like 7 inches, so let's count according to this. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. So that is what I'm going to leave. I'm going to place the stitch markers on both of these sides. So this is like the 14th mark according to these hips here. So I've counted this way. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So that's the markers, and then we're just going to join. So we make a slip knot, and then we're just going to join. So we're going to join using single crochets. So you need to ensure that they're very aligned with each other. When you're working on a single crochet, on the other side you're also working on a single crochet, and then when you're working on a double crochet on the other side, you need to be working on a double crochet. So both sides you have to align them. So we are done. As you can see, the stitch markers aligned. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to count 14 again. So now the top is already joined with each other, the two panels. So I am left with the sleeves, and then adjusting this point here, but that I will do later. So I'm going to move to the sleeves. So the sleeves, you want to do them on the right side. So we turn the work on the right side. So this is the right side. Now you can't see the weaving in, so you're going to work from this end or from this end. So I'm going to do one side, and then I'll show you. You will do the same exact thing on the other side. So now we're going to pull up this loop over here, and then we're going to chain 3. 1 2 3 4. So that's 4, and then we are just going to skip this one here and then move to the next one and make a double crochet. We're going to chain 1 again and then skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch we are going to make a double crochet. So chain 1, skip 1, and then make a double crochet. Let me leave this one here so that I will weave it in later. So chain 1, skip 1, and then do a double crochet. So that's going to be the pattern. So I'm going to go around until I come back this side. So you might be wondering what to do when you reach at this point here. So I'm just going to show you how I go about it. So chain 1 and then skip this one, and then I'm just going to go in here and continue making a double crochet. chain 1 and then continue. So we're going to just keep stitches, 1 stitches every time. Continue with a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and continue. So let's do that. So I have gone all the way until I have reached this point here, and then I'm just going to chain 1 more, and 1 2 3 I'm going to make a slip stitch to finish off the round. So that's what we're going to work with. So we're going to move next, 1 2 3. So that's 1 2 3 4, and then make a double crochet in the space, chain 1 and make a double crochet in the next space, and that is going to be the pattern. Chain 1 and make a double crochet. So I'm going to continue all around and then show you how it looks like. So now I am left with these 2 spaces, and I have chained 1 here, so I'm just going to move in here in the second last space, make a double crochet and chain 1. So instead of going in here, I'm just going to go up here and finish off the round by slip stitching in the 3rd stitch, in the 3rd chain. So 1 2 3. So this is the 3rd chain. I'm going to make a slip stitch from there, and then that round is done. So you need to count your spaces, the number of spaces on this, in this round, in the previous round, and the number of spaces in each and every row that we're going to, in each and every round that we're going to make is supposed to be the same, because we are not doing any increases or decreases. Okay, so like mine is 29. So I'm counting the spaces this way. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So mine all round is 29, and the upper one is also 29. So I'm going to move next. So we're going to chain 1 2 3 4 and then make a double crochet in the very first space here, and then chain 1 and move to the next space, and we're going to continue with the pattern. So guys, it's a brand new day and I have only done 1 2 3. So what I'm going to do next, I've just realized that this mesh is going to be this sleeve is going to be too huge for my hands, and then for my hands. So now what I want to do, I want to like reduce so that it fits the arm. So 1 2 3 4. So since we are making decreases, we are not going to go in here, we're going to go in the next space and make a double crochet and then chain 1, and instead of going in here, we're going to go in here and make a double crochet. So chain 1, and then we can just move in there and then chain 1, and then we skip and move to the next. So we're just trying to create a fitting sleeve. So chain 1 and then a double crochet in the next. We want at least 15 spaces only. So the round is done, so I'm just going to chain 1 more and slip stitch in the 3rd chain from 3rd chain of this one. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. I have 17 spaces, So that is what I'm going to work with. I think now it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to continue with that one. And now there are no any decreases. 1 2 3 4. Now I'm not going to make any decreases, so I'm just going to work with this one until, so this is my hands, right? So you see this point here, this middle point here, this is where I'm going to reach. So I'm going to go all the way up until I reach this point here, and then from this side I'm going to do something different. So guys, this is 11.5 inches, and it's, I have done 25 rounds. And now I'm going to work something different from now onwards. So as usual, we are chaining 1 2 3 4. After chaining 4, you go into the first space, make a double crochet. So I'm going to make a double crochet until I reach this middle part here. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, the 9th space, and then I'm going to make an increase. So in the 9th space here, I'm going to make an increase. So that is chain 1, make a double crochet, and then I'm going to chain 1, and then in the same space I'm going to make 1 double crochet. So it forms this V, and then chain 1 and continue with the 1 double crochet in each space. So after making an increase here, we have gone ahead and made 1 double crochet in each and every space, and then we are left with this 1 space. So we are supposed to be ending here, but we are going to make an increase again. So chain 1 and then into this space here, where we were not working in this space, but now we're going to start working in this space just to make an increase. So that means chain 1 and then 1 2 3. So that means we'll be making an increase twice. So there is an increase here and also here. So in each and every, so 1 2 3 4, and then in the very first space we're going to work a double crochet, chain 1, and work a double crochets until we reach this point, this increase point. So this is the increase point, so not this part, because we'll be doing that in each and every round that we'll be going to. So chain 1, and then in the space here going to make a double crochet, chain 1, and then make a double crochet, chain 1, and then in the very same space you're going to make a double crochet to increase. So you see what happens. And then now we're going to continue with just 1 double crochet in each and every space until we reach the last space, where we'll also make an increase. So this is the last space, right? We're going to chain 1 and go into the other space, and then chain 1, and then we are supposed to be ending here, but we're going to go in here and make another increase, chain, make a double crochet, and then chain 1 and slip stitch in the third chain. 1 2 3, and with that we have made an increase and finished the round. So we'll be doing that throughout. So as you can notice, the rounds are starting to increase. It will go this way. So we're going to continue with the same pattern. Let me do one more. 1 2 3 4, make a double crochet, so we are at the increase point. So chain 1, make a double crochet, chain 1, and then make a double crochet in the same space, chain 1, and continue in the other spaces. So you see the increase points. Chain 1, make a double crochet, chain 1, and then increase here, chain 1, and slip stitch 1 2 3, and with that the round is done. So you see the increase is forming. So we're going to do that for a couple of rows. So guys, this is how it looks like, and let me measure for you. So this is almost like 21, but it is 44 rounds from here to this point. It is 44 rounds. So now I'm going to finish off. This is the last of the mesh, so I'm going to move forward up here. 1 2, so now instead of chaining, I'm just going to go in here and make 6 double crochets in the same stitch of the double crochet here. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So that's 6. Then I'm going to skip this point here and move to this one and make a slip stitch. So that's a slip stitch, and then instead of chaining, I'm just going to go ahead and make another 6 double crochets. So that's 6, and then we're going to skip this one double crochet, and into the next one here we're going to make a slip stitch and then continue with the same pattern. In the next double crochet we make 6 double crochets. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and then skip this one, and then in the next you make a slip stitch, and then we do another 6 double crochets. And with that we are done with the sleeves. So the sleeves is done, and this is how it looks like. Really nice. So you're going to do the very same thing in the next sleeve, okay? So hi guys, hi. So this is the top I was trying to make, and it was not supposed to be off shouldered. This part here should have like come this way. I wanted it to be like this way, you see, but the top has decided to be an off shoulder. So the back is actually really nice. Look at this. I love the back, but this other part, the front panel, is not perfect. But look at the sleeves. The sleeves are so nice. I have fallen in love with them. They're so beautiful. Look at that. So I don't know what to do about this part. I think I'm going to leave it this way, and then I'll do an update of how because I will have to start it again. So if you are making something like this, I would recommend that you make it in parts. Like the sleeves should not be the part of the top, so that when you need to adjust, you can just adjust. But otherwise, I love it. So now this part, guys, I'm going to try and make it a little bit tighter so that it can fit my shoulders, because now it's going to be an off shoulder somehow. So that is what I'm going to do. So the lower part, I made the same pattern as the sleeves up here. So I'm just going to make a slip knot and then begin from here. So right now I'm going to do single crochets and not the lemon peel stitch. So I'm just going to go all around with these single crochets and see what happens. So I'm going to go around. So I've reached at this corner here, and remember I'm trying to make this upper part fit. So I'm just going to skip a little bit stitches of I'm going to skip little stitches here and there. So at this point I'm going to, I don't know what this is called. So that's like 1 2 3 4 5, and then I'm going to join all of them together. So I'm just trying to make the top fit, and then I'm going to continue with the single crochets. So at this other corner, I'm going to try and do the same thing that I did here, just reducing the single crochets. So 1 2 3, so that is 1 2 3 4 5, and then pull through all the 5, and then continue with my single crochets up here. So I'm almost done with the round of single crochets and it's finished. So I'm going to make a slip stitch here and then chain one and do another round of single crochet. So I'm going to do 3 and leave it at that. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 rows. So this is the first row, I'm in the second row, and then I'm just going to do another one more row and leave it at that. So I am done with 3 rows of single crochets. So you see how this part looks like. This is what I wanted actually. I did not want an off shoulder, so I don't know if it's going to change the look, but this is what I wanted. And if you are making a similar thing, remember to adjust this point here. This is where I needed to adjust. I needed to make it at least this much and maybe this much so that it can be something like this. So I'm just going to leave it this way. So reducing this part has actually helped me in making this part fit, but you don't have to reduce this part. If this point here, if this part here fits, you will not have to like reduce. But now making these single crochets has made it fit, and I just love it. So I'm going to continue with the, weaving in the ends, but that is done. This top is done, and I will let you know how I matched it. I think it's really beautiful right now. So if you love the video, if you love the top, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.